Hello, my name is Hannah. Today I'm going to read a book named Sun, Moon and Stars. My thing is about Sun, Moon and Stars. The night sky. When you look at the night sky, you can see shining stars rolling in space. You might be able to spot the moon too. Everything you can see is only a tiny part of space. The moon looks small, but it would take about 4 days to drive all the way around it. Out in space, our planet Earth is a lump of rock in space. It is one of a group of 9 planets. Each planet goes around the sun on its own invisible path. The sun and the planets are called solar system. There's Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is not. Experts used to think that Pluto was a planet, but now they've changed their minds and called it a giraffe planet. Most of the planets tick about the same size here, but some are really much bigger than others. Saturn is so far away from Sun, Earth that it took 7 years for a starcraft to reach it. The Sun. The Sun is a star. It is the closest star to Earth, so it looks bigger than other stars. The Sun was formed by thick clouds of dust and gas. It becomes a glowing ball of gas that is hottest in the middle. The surface of the Sun bubbles and boils. The Sun has dark areas called sunspots. They are cooler than the rest of the Sun. Never look straight at the Sun. Strong lights that can hurt your eyes. Earth and Sun. Earth turns as it moves around the Sun. The part of Earth facing the Sun have a day. Parts that light doesn't reach have night. As Earth turns, different parts have days or nights. When it gets dark where you live, it is just getting light on the other side of Earth. The Sun is a long way away from Earth. A spacecraft called ELISES studies the Sun from space. It can fly too, close to the Sun, because it would melt in the heat. The Sun gives off us light and heat. No planets or animals could live without it. Nearby planets. The 4 planets closest to the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They are all rocky planets, but Earth is only one that plants and animals live on. A few years ago, a small spacecraft was sent to Mars. The spacecraft opened up and a robot car drove out. The car was about the size of a skateboard. Scientists on Earth use computers to make it move and take photos. Mercury is so close to the Sun that the land is hotter than boiling water. Far away planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are far away from the Sun. They are very cold places. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. This red spot on Jupiter is a storm that is about twice the size of Earth. The Saturn has bright rings around it. From far away, Saturn's ring looks like a solid hose. But in fact, each ring is made up of just rocks and ice. The surface on giraffe planet Plato is frozen like a huge skating rink. The Moon. The Moon is a ball of rock that goes around and around the Earth. As the Moon moves, the light lights off different parts of it. This is why the Moon seems to change shape in the night sky. When the Sun shines behind the Moon, you can't see its light side. This is called a new moon. Sometimes you can only see parts of the moon. It's called a crescent moon. It's like the shape of the nails. When the sun lights up the whole side of the moon, you can see a full moon. Other planets have moons too. Jupiter has more than 40 moons. A rocky desert. A moon is a dry, dusty place. It has no air or water, so nothing lives there. A moon's surface is rocky and hilly. It is covered in giant holes called craters. Many of the moon's craters are so big that whole cities could fit inside them. There are lots of rocks drifting in space. Sometimes a rock crashes into the moon. The rock explodes and dust flies everywhere. It makes a deep, bowl-shaped crater. Moon missions. A moon is the only place in space where people have landed. This is how astronauts got there. The first step, a rocket blasted off into space with astronauts inside. The second step, parts of the rocket fell away, leaving a small spacecraft. The third step, a lunar module came out and landed on the moon. The fourth step, astronauts climbed down the ladder onto the moon's surface. Astronauts exposed the moon in an electric car. They collected rocks to bring back. This is a piece of rock from the moon. In the future, scientists might build special hotels in the moon for people to stay in. Oh, vanishing tricks. Sometimes the moon moves in front of the sun, blocks out the sun's light. This is called a solar eclipse. The moon circle is the moon. The black circle is the moon, covering the sun. Gases from the sun glows around the edges. At the start of an eclipse, the sun looks as if it has a bite taken out of it. As the moon covers more of the sun gets darker and it feels colder. The moon covers the sun completely for a short time. During an eclipse, many animals think it must be night, so they get ready to sleep. Stars. Stars are glowing balls of gas like the sun. The bright star in this photo is much bigger than the sun, but it looks small because it's so far away. Some stars slowly get bigger and duller over many years. They puff out of layers of gas and slowly fade away. Some big stars explode. This cloud of gas is all that's left of an exploded stars. Many stars move around in pairs. They are called double stars. Star groups. Stars can be joined up to make patterns. This pattern of star is called the Great Dog. In lines during the stars, you can see a dog shape. A group of billions of stars is called a galaxy. One galaxy is called the whirlpool because of its swirling shape. The whirlhoop galaxy. Wow. Most galaxies are scroll or oval shapes. One galaxy looks like a wheel. Shooting stars. A shooting star is not really a star. It is a small hot piece of space rock. Shooting stars are also known as meteors. They look like stars falling out of the sky. Often lots of space rocks fell at once. This is called a meteor shower. Space rocks heat up if they come too near Earth. They burn away, leaving a trail of light behind them. Some rocks are too big to burn up, so they hit Earth. These huge craters was made by a rock that fell in Arizona, USA. Space Watch. People use telescopes to look at space. They make things look bigger and clearer. A huge telescope floats around Earth. It takes photos and sends them back to Earth. A spacecraft took the telescope into space. A robot arm lifted the telescope up. At first, the telescope didn't work properly. Astronauts had to go into space to fix it. You can see faraway planets, stars, and whole galaxies through powerful telescopes. Glossary of space words. Here are some of the words in this book you might not know. This page tells you what they mean. Planet. This means a huge round an object in space. Earth is a planet too. Except Earth, there's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are also a planet. And the solar system means the sun and the 9 planets that goes around it. It's actually 8 planets because Pluto is a dwarf planet. It's not a solar system planet. Okay. This is a crater. A crater means a hole in the moon or a planet. It's made by the space rock hitting it. The moon has a crater, and also the Mercury has a crater too. Astronaut is a person who is specially trained to travel into space. This is an astronaut. Yay! A lunar module is a small spacecraft that landed onto the moon. This is a lunar module. Galaxy is a group of billions of stars. There are millions of galaxies in space. Telescope. Telescope means something that makes things far away look bigger and closer. Websites to visit. You can visit exciting websites to find out more about sun, moon, and stars. To visit these websites, go to the Usborne Quick Links website at www.usborne.com. Quick Links. Read the internet safety guidelines and then type the keywords bigger as sun. The website regularly reviews and links in Usborne Quick Links are updated. However, Usborne publishing is not responsible and does not accept liability for the content or availability of any website other than its own. We recommended that children are supervised while on the internet. This is a photo of the Cat's Eye Nebula. It was taken through a powerful telescope. Now this book is done. I hope you can learn more about sun, moon, and stars with this book. Bye bye.